Good morning. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 4671 Encino Avenue in Encino, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line system here on the property for Scott Gordon. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structures. It lies underground and connects the building drain line systems to the public sewer. The building drain line systems then are the portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structures. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line systems, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So if you look at the lower right of your screen here, you'll see the line counter is at 213 feet. This is about as far as I'm able to push from the access that I've had available. Basically what I've done is on the right side of the rear structure of the main house, there's a sub-area access here, and there's a 4-inch pipe sticking out. It's been extended up from the main building drain out to this little sub-area vent screen here. And what that did is it dropped us into the piping underneath the main house, and then we wrapped around. Basically went in, came out underneath the rear great room addition, and then across over to the center of the driveway, and then essentially straight up the middle of the driveway. And currently I'm sitting just short of the driveway gate. And we come around a slight turn here, and that pretty much stopped me from being able to push any further. But what I'm going to do is I'll examine this line backwards and then see if I can find a way into the guest structure that would then hopefully be able to get us all the rest of the way out to our public sewer. I've got water running in that guest structure, so we'll be able to see where these two branches tie in. So what we're looking at here is original vitrified clay piping. This is a very common pipe material for main sewer line systems. This type of pipe does have a long service life expectancy. Being a natural material, it's less likely to deteriorate underground. But it is fairly brittle in nature and does have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. But really what we're looking for here are any significant cracks, significant offsets or separations at the connections or joints. Anything that could be considered a compromise to the integrity of the pipe. Now, so far, on the way out and on the way back, so far I haven't seen anything of any significance as far as breaks or settlement or significant cracks, anything like that. Now, I had to run a lot of water to get the camera out that far, so I wasn't able to see too well on the way out. So we'll just take a nice, easy pull back here and examine everything we can. Some slight offsetting here at this connection. Looks like there's some minor roots starting to come in there. This is not all that uncommon, some settlement of the pipe. And the roots at the joint areas of these older clay pipes is a fairly common situation also. I haven't seen much of that, but we do have a couple of areas. Alright, you see the water coming down through that opening? That's the tie-in of the guest structure at the front. Continue back here. Now, main sewer lines are supposed to have cleanouts every 100 feet of sewer pipe. Now, the way the system was configured originally, it came out the back of the structure and then ran over to the driveway and then up through the front. Now, what they've done is they've put an addition off the back of the building here, and they built over top of the original vitrified clay piping. I'll describe that a little more as we get back into that area. But you're seeing here an opening at the top of the pipe, which would have been another cleanout at some point. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of reconfigure this a little bit. We'll put cleanouts in some separate areas, because in everything I've found, I do have some recommendations for changes and upgrades to some of these pipe sections. So pretty clean as we're pulling back. We'll pull back to about, I don't know, 60 feet or so, and then come around an elbow again to start heading back towards the great room addition underneath this back patio area. far, pretty clean clay pipe.
It's right below this. So you would think it's the laundry room, not the kitchen?
I don't know, I mean, I just guessed.
So is that a local section?
Alright, so we have some debris buildup here, see if we can knock that off the camera. Alright, as we come back around this turn here, around that 60-foot mark, you're going to see some more significant roots. Probably why this cleanout was put in. Basically what this is like a Y fitting or something like that that would have had a termination cap originally. That termination cap got compromised, so the roots are coming in there, so the fix there is just to expose it and cap it off. But I think what I'm going to do is recommend a little bit more of a replacement here, probably out to this point, and then put a clean out into this area. Alright, so as we pull back now, we are pulling back towards the structure now, across the back patio area, and at about 35 feet we're going to start pulling back up under the structure. Now, as I was discussing about the clay piping underneath, it's not an approved material for use underneath the structure. It's a brittle material. It's more porous at the joints. It has a tendency to seep. It's also more easily cracked by building settlement or earthquakes. So it's not an approved material for that application. So basically what I'm going to do is recommend that this original clay pipe that's now under the structure should be upgraded to an approved piping. And there's also some older original cast iron pipes under there that are in pretty bad condition. The cast iron pipes typically expected to last 70 to 80 years. We're well within that range now. So we pulled back almost to the center of that great room addition. Now we're pulling straight back towards the bathroom, essentially right below the bathroom door under the house. And you see roots. There's actually a hole in the top of the pipe there. Just beyond this next joint, you can see that kind of white coloration. That's a hole in the pipe that's been wrapped with a sheet metal type of wrapping to seal it up. That was kind of a common practice. They would go ahead and just use the damaged pipes, put those holes along the top. Looks like there's a more significant one here. Oh yeah, there's a big chunk missing off the top of that pipe there. So that just really stresses the importance of getting that section replaced. Eventually that'll cave in and then you'll be washing away dirt from underneath the house. Now we're pulling back into that original cast iron piping I was talking about. You can see significant rust and scale buildup. I mean, it is a functional pipe, but it's aging. And then back into some section of plastic, probably where the bathroom toilet is. Some more old cast iron, and then we're going to go ahead and just pull back out of here.
We hope.
So, alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and stop the video portion of the examination with this line. I'll find a place to get into the guest house structure to take a look at that branch. But basically, this is what we're looking at as far as where I got in. There's our clean out. We drop in under the house, wrap all the way around the back, and up over here, and then back there where that gentleman is standing underneath that walkway, and then essentially just straight up under the middle of the driveway. Alright, so stop the video and we'll pick it up at the next structure.